What's going on, guys? It's Gothalion, and today I'm going to show you how to get more performance out of Borderlands 1. Now, if you have a graphics card that came out within, I'd say, the last year or two, or even 3 years, then you're likely able to get more frames in Borderlands 1 than you currently are. The reason for this is Borderlands 1 has a thing that is built into the engine called smooth frame rate. And smooth frame rate may sound cool because it says smooth, that's good. A smooth frame rate is good, but what smooth frame rate does is it limits your top end frames to 62 and it makes the bottom end 22. And it kind of tries to find a sweet spot in between that. So if you're actually able to push 100 frames per second, 90 frames per second, shit, even 70 frames per second consistently, you might end up seeing a little bit of stuttering, a little bit of uneven smoothness in your frames, because ironically, smooth frame rate is unsmoothing your frame rate because you are above the cap. So it's actually pulling your frame rate below where you're able to see it. That's why if you run fraps and you haven't done what I'm about to show you how to do in Borderlands, you'll see that you are capped at 62, and when you are capped at 62, if there is a point of a lot of action, you will actually dip lower than you actually should. So if you have your frame rate higher, if you uncap it, then those dips won't be as low as if they were if you were actually capped at a maximum performance of 62. This is capping your performance. This is really stuttering your growth as a PC enthusiast. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go to Documents. Then you're going to want to go to My Games, because that's where it's in alphabetical order, Gothalion. All right, My Games, because that's where all your Steam stuff is held. And I'm pretty sure that if you got a disc copy of Borderlands 1, then you should be able to find this in there as well. Go to Borderlands, Willow Game, Config, willowengine.ini is the file we want to edit today. Now, keep note, okay? If you fuck something up in here, if you fuck up the engine, delete the file and verify the integrity of the game cache for Borderlands 1. It'll re-download it, and the whole thing will act like it never happened. So, if you've played Borderlands 2, you know that these settings are actually toggleable in Borderlands 2. They made it so you could turn off frame smoothing, frame capping. You could do it unlimited. Who does this benefit? Well, if you have a 60 hertz monitor, you'll probably still notice when your frames are being capped just because of the juddering. I play mostly on 60 hertz monitor. Actually, I play on plasma, so I have fucking ridiculous refresh rates because I have plasma monitors. But I've played on 60 hertz monitors, and I've noticed the juddering. You notice it. Even if you are pushing 120 hertz, you still can feel it. This is to people who are enthusiasts, people who notice little things. You could still feel it. And when they have these frame rates smoothed, you definitely feel those jitters, those judders, that just doesn't quite feel right because they're pulling the frame rate low. You don't want that. Those options are toggleable in Borderlands 2. Anyways, I digress. Enough tech talk. We go into willowengine.ini. This is the easiest way to find this setting. Go to Edit, go to Find, type in Smooth, go. All right, cool. So it's found B smooth frame rate equals true. We don't want that. Now, there's one of two ways you can uncap your frame rate, or you could set your frame rate cap higher. If you want it to be smooth 120, you could set it smooth 120. I would recommend setting it smooth 120, like 55 or 60. But to completely uncrap your frame rate, if you want to uncrap your frame rate, you set both of these things to 0. Now, this doesn't lock your frame rate to 0 frames per second. It just turns off frame smoothing. But also, just for good measure, you could set B smooth frame rate to false. You don't have to do that, but I'm really anal, and I don't like seeing that true there next to smooth frame rate because I don't like that setting. Okay? So this is what you want it to look like if you want your frame rate completely uncapped. Take that cap off of Borderlands 1. Anybody who plays Borderlands 2 with an uncapped frame rate will tell you it's the smoothest way to play if you have the hardware to back it up. If you don't have the hardware to back it up, this might not help you. But if you have mid-ground to good hardware now, it's way too much hardware for this game, and smooth frame rate will actually hurt your experience overall. Anyways, guys, I hope this has helped you out. If you already knew this tip, you don't have to say anything snarky in the comments below. I'm just trying to help people out who are new to PC gaming or are just getting to the enthusiast level and they want to increase their frame rates in Borderlands 1. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys back in the Borderlands.